Hey everybody, it's Bruno on NB where it all can't be serious. I'm here back with my good friend Milena Radakovic. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Survived the other episodes. Are you excited?
I'm really excited.
I'm super excited because I feel like a radio announcer because I'm going to go live on WXN, the top 100 most powerful women. I'm not joking. You were nominated, or did you win the thing?
I won it.
You won it.
One of the top
There you go.
100.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First of all, a lot of people don't know what WXN. I was kind of playing out, but that's kind of the acronym, right?
Yes.
So walk us through that. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you. So it's WXN is Women Exchange Network. It's a great organization that supports women in business and women in the community. And I was very fortunate enough that one of my clients actually nominated for the award of Canada's top 100 most powerful women in Canada. And it was such an honor. And I'm just in shock because the award is for change makers. It's for the volunteer work that I do for WEDO Canada Foundation. I'm very proud of our foundation, and that this award wasn't so much as me as an entrepreneur, but it's what I've been able to do in my journey, in my career. And I'm very passionate about helping the next generation of female entrepreneurs.
You know what's interesting is that there are a lot of organizations that have top 100 and top 2 and top 3 and top 4. Walk us through exactly how they got around. Like, you got nominated, but then what are some of the criteria? Like, it's not just everybody that wins this award.
So there's 5 different categories, and the category that I was nominated for was sponsored by Canadian Tire, and it was on change makers. It was for, it's really humbling because I mean past winners have been like the presidents of the UNICEF and United Nations, and then there's little old me from WEDO Canada Foundation, and we just want to make an impact on the community for female entrepreneurs who are in university or post-secondary institutes. We want to proclaim November 19th as Women Entrepreneurship Day. And we really want to make an impact in the community and to really show how important women entrepreneurs are for Canada.
Well, walk us through how you felt how did you find out that you got nominated? Forget about winning.
I got an email.
Were you kind of like, what the?
Yeah, it's exactly it. I got an email from WXN saying, congratulations, you've been nominated for this award. And I remember I'm in this organization called Entrepreneurs Organization. And in my business group, we did a 10-year vision board. And so 10 years ago, on this board, my vision board, I had one of my things was on like philanthropy and the external environments. And I said, one day I would like to be part of a women's organization that gives back to female entrepreneurs, because through my career I've always really tried to help women in leadership roles, in guide them in advancing in their career. So I was working with a variety of different organizations. I started off with my first board work with OWIT, Organization and Women in International Trade, because women were not really seen as in the executive world, especially on international business. I'll tell you, there's this one incident when I was vice president of marketing for an organization, I won't name it, and we were doing a deal with businessmen who were coming here from China. I was the only woman executive in this organization, and we had a meeting. We had just sat down, and a gentleman went to me from Asia and said, "Oh, darling, can you go get me some coffee?" And that's when I said, it's just unbelievable, the biases that are there, the gender inequality. And back then, I said, I've got to do something different about this. We always talk about it, and I say we as in women, we never uplift each other. We don't support each other as much. This is back in the day. It's gotten better. And that's when I got involved. I was with OWIT. Then I got involved with Women in Leadership Foundation. I helped start the Calgary chapter in 2012. And we started a mentorship program at that time. We created summits. We were there to network and support and provide guidance for women to advance in their careers. I'm still the ambassador to them. And then when I got appointed as the ambassador to WEDO in 2019, I said, now is the time to make a difference for women entrepreneurs. We make up, in Canada alone, only 17.5% of small businesses are owned by women. And sadly, we make 58% less than our counterparts in revenue. And even in business, so in careers, in board work, we're still at the bottom. So if we do Canada Foundation can help and elevate the next generation, then I've done something good.
Wow. And how did you feel when you won? How did you find that out?
Oh my gosh.
See, before you tell me that,
okay.
you know, these whole nominations, and you were like, wow, I was kind of surprised. See, I lived through that every day, not because I'm nominated, because my friends prank me, right? And they go, oh, you've been nominated. I'm like, what? And at first 300 times I fall for it. But, you know, it's exciting when you get that, right? But how did you, like, honestly, right? There's a few people that watch this show. Did you actually think you were going to win?
No.
And
No.
when you found out you won, first of all, how did you feel when you won?
I brought tears to my eyes. I was at work and I opened up the email and it said congratulations. And I was like, oh my God. Little old me, like an immigrant from Belarus.
Let's walk through that. So I mean this, right? Because we're going to go through a show, so don't give away too much. Like people say, you know, immigrant from Belarus, right? Walk us through the first. We can't go through the whole time. We're going to do that in another episode because I want to bring you back. That must have been crazy.
Yeah, it was so my family immigrated to Canada in 1979, and if anybody knows the world history, in 1979 it was during the Cold War. So I had a very difficult time here in Canada. I was bullied. I was called a commie. I was called a Ruski. People made fun of my accent. In fact, it was so bad that I became a mute for a whole year. I didn't speak. I sat at the back of the class. I remember in grade 3, I was failed. Because my English was really bad. I wasn't doing really good in school, except math. Math I excelled in because it was numbers. It just came to me. And my father, God bless him, went to the school and said, my daughter is smart. You failed in grade 3. She's going to do grade 4 and grade 5 in 1 year. And I did.
Good for you.
My dad just heckled me down and said, you're going to read really well, you're going to study, and you're going to do 2 grades in 1 year. And I did that, and I caught back up to the same grade as my age at the time. And the one thing I will not forget, as my father said to me, work hard. Work harder than any man, and you will succeed. And that's something. I have 2 daughters, 15 and 18-year-old. One is in university 2nd year. And I always say to them, you have succeeded in life when you have worked to your best and you follow your passion. Mm-hmm. Don't take any job, don't take any career that you don't believe in. Life is too short. Follow your passion. I've been very fortunate. I've had various careers until I found my passion, which is owning Nexus exhibits. I love supporting our clients. I love the visual branding that we do for them, and I believe that people are successful when they follow their passions.
So who was the first call you made?
The first is actually the gentleman who nominated me. I called him right away to thank him. And
do you think he went like, shit, I didn't think she was going to win either?
No, he said, no, that's funny. I said, he said that. He's like,
you can mention his name or don't, but it doesn't matter. It's up
Tim
to you.
Onette from
There
Deloitte.
Tim, did you think she was going to win? I thought she was going to win. No, anyways.
Tim, I'm so grateful. You're such a great friend. One of the things I've always said, you need three things in life. You need a coach, you need a mentor, and you need a sponsor. And when I say a sponsor, it's usually a sponsor in your organization that talks about you, to uplifts you. Tim has always been a sponsor, an external sponsor. Everywhere I've gone or I meet people, he's always there to uplift me and make me feel good. And I'm so grateful to you, Tim.
So, Milena, congratulations on the amazing award. And, you know, all the best in everything you do. I don't know how you get to all this stuff you mentioned to us. So, how do people get, if they want to nominate somebody, how do they do that?
Sure. So WXN is the one who puts on this award. It's the top 100 most powerful women in Canada. Go on their website and nominate someone. I highly recommend it. I think it's really important that if there's someone in the community that you are very passionate about the work that they're doing, it's so important that we uplift that woman. So please nominate them.
That's awesome. Congratulations. And you know, we always run out of time, so I'm going to ask you to come back because there's a couple other things we'd like to, you know, every time we have an episode, we ask, I want to ask this, I want to that. If you're good to it, you know, we'll do another one.
I would love to come back.
Thanks again, Milena.
Thank you, Bruno.
Okay.